Maybe surprise me with something?
We often get asked is, if you didn't live in Japan, where would you like to live? Okay, so join us for real English conversations. You will learn real vocabulary and also see some real sentence structures. So stick with us, and of course, as always, there is a link in the description where you can get some free PDF materials for this lesson. All right, let's start. Hey, I'm just on my way home. Do you want me to get anything from the shop?
Nothing that we need. But maybe surprise me with something?
Okay, will do. See you in a bit.
Bye!
Hi.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi. How was school?
Good.
What did you do?
I made mochi.
Awesome. That's awesome. What are you doing now?
Playing Lego.
Oh, okay, cool.
What did you get for us from the shop?
Just ice cream, but let's have it after dinner, okay?
Sure. How was your day at work?
It was okay. It was a little bit busy, but it was good.
How was the presentation lesson? Were they any good presenters?
Actually, I was pleasantly surprised. They were all really good, but there was one that gave a presentation about his trip to England, and he actually went to my hometown, which completely surprised me.
It's certainly a small world.
Yeah, it is. Oh, did you get the chance to speak to the teacher today?
Yes, I did. When I picked her up from school.
What did she say about the school trip on Monday?
She said we have to prepare lunch and a drink and be at the school by 7 a.m.
7 a.m. That's crazy. We're going to have to get up at 5 a.m. just to get her ready for school.
Yeah, I know. But what can we do?
All right, let me go and take a shower and then we'll have dinner.
Okay, dinner won't be long.
All right. Okay, so join us as we have a conversation while having some dinner. And we're eating, what are we eating?
Pasta.
Yes, we're eating
Vegan
pasta with vegan meat and
sauce.
yes, and vegan cheese as well.
Delicious.
Okay, so what do you say? Let's
Eat.
yes, or let's dig in.
Dig in.
Right, that's your favourite one. Okay, let's dig in. Okay, you can eat. Right,
I want the first sauce.
you want the first
I
one?
want to try the sauce.
Oh, how is it? Is it nice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very hot. Be careful. Okay.
Careful.
So, we often get asked some interesting questions. So, let's take a look at some of the questions that we often get asked because, of course, as you maybe know, is we all live in Japan. Okay, just be careful.
Okay.
All right, good job. So, the first question that we often get asked is, if you didn't live in Japan, where would you like to live?
England.
Where would you like to live?
England.
In England?
Ooh.
Really?
Grandma will be happy with that.
Why do you want to live in England?
Because I want to see Grandma in the pool.
You want to see Grandma?
Yes.
Really?
And I want to swim in the pool that Grandma used for me.
Oh,
Yes,
you mean
paddling pool.
you mean the dinosaur paddling pool that Grandma had last time?
Yes.
Ah, so last time we went to England, it was summertime,
Yeah.
and my mum had a paddling pool in the garden, and it was themed like dinosaurs.
And it's small.
Yeah, but it was cool, right?
Yes. And I slide down.
Ah, yes, you did. It has a little slide.
Do you miss Grandma's
Yeah.
cat?
Yes.
How about you, Len? Where would you like to live if we didn't. Oops, you've dropped your fork. Oh dear. Where would you like to live if we didn't live in Japan?
I don't really mind as long as like I had a freedom to go, accessible to go anywhere where I want to go. For example, if I want to go to supermarket,
Mm-hmm.
I can go. And if I can do some gardening and a little bit of farming,
Mm-hmm.
like I love animals. I like farming, so I would like to have
to go
a
to
freedom
the zoo.
to produce our own food. And if we happen to eat meat, then I can definitely make sure that they are eating organic.
So if I had
Then
to,
that's suitable for Philippines or maybe also here in Japan. But
Mm,
not with animals in Japan.
yeah, space is limited in Japan, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Delicious.
For me, I would say that probably Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
I like to live in Canada too.
The reason I would like to live in Canada is because
Careful, sit down properly, please.
there are lots of different places that we can go. So you've got the sea, you've got the mountains, you've got snowboarding and skiing, but also you can
Your
go
eyes lit up and snowboarding, isn't it?
swimming in the sea as well. It's great. So I lived in Canada before, and I think for me it's one of the
And I go to snow, and then I play with Ethan,
Mhm.
and then I use the sled to slide down, and it was fun.
yes, the snow is fun, right? Lots of snow in Canada.
Yes.
So yes, probably Canada for me. is-
So, what about we compromise to summer and winter and spring? Spring in Japan,
Yes.
summer in England,
maybe.
winter in Philippines.
yeah. Definitely not summer in Japan. It's too
no.
hot.
It's too hot.
It's far too hot in Japan in the summertime. Yes. Northwards usually
Separate.
35 degrees, something like
Yeah.
that. For me, that's way too hot. I cannot. I cannot cope in the heat. Yes.
Difficult. Even for me as Filipina, in the summertime here in Japan is humid.
I love cheese.
Yes. Good. So the other question that we often get asked as well, because I'm from the UK and Len is from the Philippines, what do we miss? So what do you miss about the Philippines? And what do I miss about England, about the UK? Just be careful of that. So what do you miss about the Philippines?
I love candlelit juice.
The cheaper price of stuff. And
Cost of living.
cost of living.
Mm.
And the freedom for me to go, like, for example, if I need to go to see the doctor, because that's number one for me. If I need to see the doctor, if I don't learn Japanese anytime sooner, it will be a big problem for me.
But I love
Because
Japanese.
I would like to have the freedom if I want to go to the doctor or go to this a little bit away. In the Philippines, it's very easy as long as you have Dosh.
Mm.
Then you could go there easily, like accessible. Like for example, we play golf, take taxi.
I
That's
love
it.
golf.
Bye bye.
Yeah, but it all depends on where you live in the Philippines. In Japan, I think doctors are more accessible because we can see and we can go to doctors a little bit easily wherever we are. But I think in the Philippines, you have to choose where you are so that you're able to get there in a good amount of time. Sometimes there's not a doctor or a hospital for like 2 hours, which is probably not so great, right?
But what I mean is like because of the language barrier for me, it's hard for me. That's why. And in the Philippines, we have the local supermarket where you can buy your stuff fresh from the what you call that one, farmers.
Yes, farmers market.
Farmers market.
Yeah.
So, or the supermarket that early in the morning. I miss that one as well. Because you get all the stuff fresh
Yes.
delivered from the area where they drop all of the vegetables and meat
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, good prices they are, aren't they? Yeah.
And what do you miss about Philippines? The ocean.
Yeah, you used to
Yeah.
enjoy the sea, didn't you?
Yes, she likes.
Yeah. You like the sea, right? In the Philippines,
seaside.
yeah. I think for me in England, I miss mostly the easiness to play golf.
And we love golf as well.
Yes, you want to learn, don't you?
Lucas,
Right? Make sure you use your knife and fork. I think here in Japan, playing golf is great, but the problem is that we live a little bit too far away from most golf courses, and the ones that are nearby are either private golf courses, you have to be a member, or they are too expensive. So for me, I think the easiness of playing golf, is probably the one that I miss the most. Certainly, here in Japan, you have to organize it, book it. It's very much a scheduled event, whereas in England, you can do it kind of off the cuff.
Yeah.
If it's sunny and lovely weather, then you can just go to the golf course and play. But in Japan, it's very difficult to do that. You have to plan ahead.
In England, they also do not require caddy.
No, but the Philippines they do.
They
yes.
do in Philippines.
Yeah, same here in
Yeah,
Japan.
you have to also pay for the caddy.
Yes, of course. Now, this is an interesting question, right? When you were growing up, what did you want to
Ancient
be?
history.
Okay, when you grow up, what do you want to be, Sophia? What do you want to be? Do you want to be a singer? Do you want to be a doctor? Do you want to be a golfer? What do you want to be?
I just want to be Elsa.
She wants
You want to be
princess.
Elsa?
Yes.
Really? So, you want to have magical powers and freeze things? Okay, I see. Right, good. How about you? What did you want to be when you were growing up?
For me, if I was able to do it, I would like to be a doctor.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I think it's amazing if you help people or curing, like not curing, because sometimes it's out of our hands what happens to the human bodies, but it's also, for me, I like to learn about things.
Biology.
Yeah.
So you wanted to help people, basically. Yeah. Any sort of like capacity
Yes.
you would like to have helped
Yeah.
someone, children or
Yes.
adults or anything like that. Okay. I think, as always in England, or not always because some people don't, I started off wanting to be a footballer.
I love football.
Yes, you do. You like football. We play sometimes, don't we? I think that was one of my first ones, as many young boys have, dreams of being sports people. But as I got older, I wanted to go into law. I was thinking about becoming a lawyer, or in England we call them solicitors. Because I find it really interesting, really fascinating, learning about different cases, different situations. It's not easy, but it's fun. But yes, that was until I came and decided to do teaching. And then, yeah, here I am 13 years
Stayed
later.
in Japan.
Yeah, 13 years later.
You went to Canada first, right?
Canada first, and then
And
came
then
to Japan
Japan.
afterwards. Yeah, because I just like teaching. I like the interactions. You get to meet so many different people. You get to learn about different cultures and different people's jobs as well. It's really quite an interactive job.
This is delicious.
Cranberry juice is delicious.
Yes.
Oh,
I
good.
love cranberry juice.
Cranberry.
juice.
Can you say it? Cranberry.
Cranberry.
Hey, well done.
Well done.
Cranberry juice.
All right, good stuff. Okay, I think I know this one already from you. What is the mode of transport that scares you the most?
What mommy scared of?
Thunder.
No.
Yes, Mummy is scared of thunder. You're right.
Yeah.
But I'm not scared of thunder. I like thunder.
That's another thing. What?
Is Mummy scared of cars, bicycles, trains, airplanes? What's Mummy scared of?
Bikes.
Yeah.
I don't like. I'm defeated to the thoughts of falling, like tripping. Or
Not tripping. You can say falling off.
falling off.
Yeah.
But
Anything with 2 wheels? No, I'm not interested. I would rather walk.
Yeah.
When I was young, I've been to a lot of accidents, so I have that phobia. Even the 4 wheels car, I'm a little bit. It takes time for me to get back to relax and sit there
And
after so many accidents happen.
But you like bicycles, don't you?
yes. So tomorrow I'm not using stabilizers anymore because I'm going to ride on my bike all by myself because I won't have any stabilizers.
You don't want to have stabilizers.
Yeah.
Remember, use your knife and fork, okay? Yeah, okay. You want to try without stabilizers?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
good.
so
Good stuff.
brave.
What one terrifies me?
Both.
Yeah, it does. You're right. I was going to say motorbike or motorcycle, but no. Boats do, especially the boats in the Philippines. That's the one. The reason being is because we went out island hopping one Christmas, around Christmas time, wasn't it? And we stayed out a little bit too long. And then the waves were incredibly high on the way back.
After 3 o'clock, the boatman told us, please make sure that we're gonna get out from here at around before 3 o'clock. But we get over to 3 o'clock.
Yeah, we stayed out a little bit too long, and
I enjoy fishing.
then as we came back home,
And I just
the
seashells.
waves were too high, and the boat was wooden. It was not new, and yeah, it was breaking little by little, and we were a little bit scared, to say the least. I was
But the
certainly.
boatman was really, really nice, and he
Yes.
knew what to do.
He was experienced, right?
Yes,
He was very
yeah,
good.
Well experienced.
Very, very good indeed. Cool. All right. So the last question that I have for you is, what's your favourite dessert?
Oh.
Ice cream.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So I have
Eat properly, then you can get an ice cream.
Okay, so eat up, and then you can have your ice cream.
Yes.
Okay?
Exciting.
Sound good? All right.
Yummy ice cream.
Yes. And if you enjoyed this video, please check out this one here, which will tell you all about using for, during, and while. It makes the grammar point much easier for you to understand.